want to get started, and then Ryan, you can go ahead and start if you'd like.
Perfect. Well, thanks everyone for hopping on. We really appreciate you guys. My name is Ryan De La Riva. I am an independent consultant with Arbonne. I've had my business for just about 6 months now. And I'm just so excited to have Rachel on my team. She's been someone that's been close to me for a really long time. So I'm glad that we have an excuse to talk every day now. But more importantly, before I started Arbonne, I was in and out of school, couldn't really figure out what I was doing with my life. Everyone that knows me would be like, why do you keep moving? Why do you keep doing all these things? And really, I was just trying to find my place in the world. And then I found hair, and I really fell in love with it. But I was working in a really high-end salon where people were making significant income. And I realized to make that significant income, you have to sacrifice a lot of time with your family. These women were working 4 to 5 days a week, 10-hour days. And I just knew in my heart that's not what I wanted for my family. I wanted a job that was flexible, where I could still make a good income and just be myself, really. And so when Arbonne came into my life, I was ready to jump in. I was like, yes, perfect. This can help me start paying off some of my bills. And it has definitely padded my income. The past couple of months, I was actually taken back 1 full day out of my work schedule. So that was able to supplement my income. And then now with this, I lost my job and am able to still make an income while working from home and be even more flexible and be able to lean into my business even more, which is just such a blessing. Maddie, do you want to tell a little bit of your story, and then we can lead into Rachel?
Yeah, of course. So just real quick, thank you everybody for hopping on. And today it's really about Rachel and her journey with Arbonne. We are so excited that she's a part of our team and so blessed to have her. She has so many amazing qualities, and everybody that's on this video, obviously, she loves and adores you. So thank you guys for hopping on. So real quick, we are going to discuss a little bit about what exactly Arbonne is and Rachel's story as well, but I'll give a little bit of background to who I am and why I'm on this video here. But I brought Ryan into the Arbonne business, so technically I'm like Rachel's grandma, if we want to put it in like family structure. But yeah, so I started Arbonne in October of 2018. I was bartending full-time. I was a full-time student. My son was about a year old. And basically, my life was just really spread out in so many areas. And I just felt really depleted that I was looking for something more. I was looking for a way out. I didn't really know what I wanted to do in school. I thought I knew, but I really didn't. I was just kind of doing that because that's what we're kind of told to do in society. Not to say there's anything wrong with school, but for me, it just wasn't, my passion just wasn't in there. So I decided to stop going to school and just doing Arbonne and working and focusing on my family. And I just absolutely love the products. I love the people in this business. I love what this company stands for. And now, a year and a half later, before I lost my job because of the coronavirus, I got to cut down to about 1 to 2 nights a week. So I was not at all I was working from 6 to 7 nights a week, and then now 1 to 2. And then now I don't even have my day job anymore. And thank goodness for my Arbonne business that's really carried me through and really been there for this time that a lot of people are struggling. So I don't want to talk too much about myself, but I want to go ahead and pass over to Rachel and why Rachel's hopping into this new opportunity.
Just unmute myself. So mine are kind of similar. I mean, as you guys know, I have Sawyer, a very active little boy who I love taking care of. I love the days that I get to be home with him. I was working part-time before all this happened, but I just found out yesterday that I'll only be working about once a week, so 1 day a week, which is a significant decrease from what I was before. And so this business just is like another way to bring an income for my family to have something that's more like reliable, that isn't going to go away just because, you know, we can't go into work or something like that, you know. I mean, long term, even hopefully this will clear up soon, but it's just another source of income just to bring in to help my family. So also, I got my degree in psychology, and I like the job that I'm in now. I'm a research assistant, which isn't really doesn't go along with my degree. And the reason why I took this job and why I've taken so many jobs like this are just because in the helping profession, it just doesn't pay enough to support my family. So I have had to take jobs that I don't necessarily love to be able to make enough to pay bills and, you know, put food on the table and things like that. And so one day, like my goal in the future and something that Arbonne gives me hope for is to be able to get a job that I love doing. That's in the field of psychology, like working for a nonprofit or something, and not having to worry about like the numbers of what I'm bringing in, because I have like this side hustle that brings in enough to like supplement that, and also to maybe have the option to not have to work outside my home at all, to be able to stay home with Sawyer and any like future kids we have down the road, and to be able to raise them and love on them and not have to worry about, you know, like getting up and going to work every day and missing things like, you know, their first steps and things like that. And so yeah, those are like my top reasons why I'm doing this, and I'm super excited to get started. And I am grateful for you guys for tuning in, and grateful to Ryan and Maddie for helping me along with this journey. So
Yeah, that's awesome. We all have like similar stories, which is so funny. But I want to talk about a little bit more about what Arbonne is. So Arbonne is a 40-year-old online skincare nutrition company. It was actually founded by a Norwegian man named Petter Mork, who founded it as a skincare company, and it has then kind of revitalized itself. He had a vision for ordinary people to live an extraordinary life that was just abundant in health and wealth. In Arbonne, we pride ourselves by the Arbonne standard. They ban 2,000 chemicals known to cause harm to the human body. To put that into perspective, the European Union is known for its high standards. In Europe, they banned 1,500 of those toxic chemicals, and the US FDA bans only 30 of those 2,000 chemicals. So Arbonne is above and beyond anything else in the world. The company truly is something that is committed to helping the people, the planet, and just having amazing products. We do have a B Corporation certification, which is something that is super difficult for companies to achieve. Basically, what a B Corporation means is you are a company that is known to, sorry, I'm stuttering so much, known to be good for the world. So companies like Patagonia have this certification. So big, huge names that we all know. We also work with TerraCycle to recycle all of our hard to recycle plastics. You can send anything that you get from Arbonne, you can send back to Arbonne, and they will recycle it for you. This company is also global, so it's in US, Canada, Australia, the UK, Poland, New Zealand, Taiwan, and they're looking into expanding into more companies, or more countries. So it'll just keep expanding and expanding. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the 30 Days to Healthy Living program, because that's really what we're known for now, even though we started as a skincare company. So I know me, Maddie, and Rachel have all completed a 30 Days to Healthy Living. So I want us all to kind of touch on it a little bit. But for me, the reason I really leaned into the business was because I had digestive issues all through college and couldn't figure anything out. And my doctor was like, well, maybe you're allergic to dairy. I don't know, just cut it out. Like, we couldn't really figure out what was going on. And I'm not big on taking pills. I was always on a bunch of medication growing up, and I just wasn't about that. And I knew it wouldn't fix the problem internally. It would just mask the symptoms. So did the 30 days to healthy living, stuck to it pretty strictly, and I actually lost 15 pounds, got back to the weight that I was in high school, hadn't been that weight since I don't know God when, and fixed all of my digestion issues, didn't have any problems anymore. I actually had so much energy. I started training for a half marathon. It completely transformed my health in ways that I didn't even know that I wanted it to transform my health, really. But I know Rach has a really good one, so I want her to tell her story.
Okay, yeah. So I did my first 30-day challenge back in December. I was like super skeptical at first. Like Maddie and Ryan both reached out to me like multiple times. I think also one of our other friends reached out to me too, like a long time ago. And I was just like, no, I don't want to do it. Like I'm not big on like companies that like this, or what I thought. Like I think I was just mainly like uneducated as to what it was. And I like just wasn't for it. But then after a while, I was like, okay, I need to do something, because I was about 4.5 months postpartum, like after I had Sawyer, and I was just like in a funk. Like many moms know, like after you have your kid, sometimes it's hard. You are tired all the time because your kid keeps you up all night. You aren't eating well because you're trying to just eat, between feedings and changing them and all of that. So I was just like constantly snacking. I obviously had gained weight during pregnancy, duh, but it wasn't coming off like as fast as I wanted it to, I guess. And I like got to this point where I just like hit a wall and I just stopped. And so I knew I needed to do something, and I finally Ryan reached out to me and was like, hey, like I think this would be a really good thing for you. And I was like, hey, well, what have I got to lose? Like I might as well try something just to kickstart my journey into a more healthy lifestyle. So I tried the program, and at first it was a little bit like difficult just to change, your mindset of what you're eating, like those cravings and stuff that I had. It was just like a little bit of an adjustment, which is expected. But after the 30 days, I was totally hooked, and I still use the products to this day, like pretty much daily. And I like no longer crave the things that I used to, like chocolate or like hot Cheetos or, whatever, like just junk food. I crave carrots and almonds and like healthy things, which is so insane to me because I would have turned that down in a second before this. It also helped me to have more motivation to just have like less of a brain fog from all those sleepless nights. And it helped me get back down to almost to my pre-pregnancy weight, which is awesome. Also, I want to add in that my husband has also been doing the challenge this last month, which anyone that knows him knows that he's a huge health fanatic. He is always like researching what's the best and all of that, and he works out every single day. He's in the gym always. Right now, our backyard is our gym, so he's out there every day. But he has fallen in love with the products too. And he has, so far, we're not done with the challenge yet, but he's lost 15 pounds, which is amazing. And we're can continue doing this. We like bought more products like to continue after the 30 days. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, but I love the products. I'm hooked. Like I feel so much better. I've never felt better in my entire life than I did like after 30 days, and even still now. So.
Yeah, and that's awesome because this isn't always just about like weight loss. It's really just about feeling good and just learning how to correctly fuel your body. And we just focus on eating whole clean foods and just pair them with our high quality Arbonne products. Essentially, that's what we do. And we just cut out foods that are going to be like acidic, addictive, and inflammatory foods. So we just cut all those things out, and this is something that anybody can do, man or woman, whatever. Like, this is for everybody. I give my son, who's 2.5, I give him a shake every morning, and so it's like, you know, you just make your lives easier, because ultimately it'd be, you know, our goal to eat 3 whole clean food meals every single day, and you know, but it's not always easy to do that, especially Rachel, who's a mom and just trying to keep her baby Sawyer alive because he's a little boy and he has high energy, and she's just doing her best, and she's not always going to have time for her to sit down and try to keep track of him and make this, you know, nice meal for herself where she could just, you know, throw some stuff in a blender and know she's getting a whole clean breakfast in her Arbonne smoothie. So, you know, we just make it easier for people with real lives. People are usually busy. People usually have kids, and if they don't have kids and they're older, they have other things going on. So we just make it easier in our program. But yeah, I just wanted to focus on the fact that even though we've all lost weight while doing it, it's not always about necessarily the weight loss, but just feeling good. And that's what we really pride ourselves on, is after you do this cleanse, you have more energy, you feel better. You know, this is helps with your mental health. It just makes you feel good, and that's really what's important. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to Rachel so she can start talking about kind of what makes Arbonne a step above and really gives us, you know, what makes Arbonne amazing, basically.
Yeah, so like Ryan was saying earlier, Arbonne bans over 2,000 chemicals, harmful chemicals, which is not like super typical for companies, especially in the US. So, which is just so amazing to me. But not only that, does Arbonne also live by the standards of gluten-free, soy-free, vegan, kosher, cruelty-free, and non-GMO, just to add a few. Arbonne also stands for transparency and honesty, and you can find all their ingredients and policies on their website. Super easy. I wanted to just like show you guys how easy it is to find these things, because I often like look up ingredients and it's like you can't find them, like it's so hard. So anyway, so if you just go onto like the Arbonne website, the like, I don't know if you can see this very well, but you go to shop and then nutrition, or whatever product you're looking for. Just to scroll down, we'll look at the cake protein. So down here they've got like ingredients, how to use, and I love this, the meet the product sheet, which it shows what it is, like how to use it, why it's different from like other proteins, and then also it has like all these like supplemental facts and ingredients, and I think that's so cool because that literally took me like 20 seconds to look that up, and it's right there. So I love that aspect about Arbonne. We also offer a wide variety of products, like Ryan and Maddie were saying, that, you know, babies can use our products all the way up to like 85 years old. You know, it's so cool. And there's so much more than just the nutrition side of it, which we obviously talk about a lot because that is really popular right now. But there are also healthy aging products, skincare, bath and body, hair care, cosmetics, essential oils, and others. And if for some reason you don't absolutely love the products, Arbonne also offers a 40-day money-back guarantee, which that's also something that is not common. Like companies are like, you don't like it, sorry, too bad. But Arbonne actually cares about its customers and wants to make sure that they're getting the best products and that they are helping people. Let's see, what else? So you can also turn your personal expenses into an income by joining the business and even getting a discount, which is super nice if you're constantly buying the products like I am. We have consumable products that are in the timing and trends. So like Ryan was saying, Arbonne was founded in the 80s before, you know, like the gluten-free and vegan trends that we're seeing today become more and more common, because people are finding out they have these intolerances or allergies to certain products or foods. And I just think it's really cool to know that this company was ahead of its time, like since the very beginning. And they've been putting health first, and that has been around for 40 years. It just shows that it has quality products and that it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So.
Yeah, exactly. And those are all great things that she shared about Arbonne. And there's so many different network marketing companies out there. And I think Arbonne, on top of having so many certifications and really just having these high standards and high qualities, I love that we have so many products to share about. It's not just this, it's not just that, it's so many things so that you can appeal to everybody and everybody can use your products because we have something for everyone. And I love that. We're so inclusive. So I'm gonna kind of explain what a network marketing company is, because I know sometimes I could be like, ooh, what's that? Like a lot of us have pre-existing ideas about it. So I'm just gonna kind of like put it into simplest terms as I can. So network marketing is basically just another way to distribute products. So we just cut out all the middlemen. So like the sales force, wholesaler, advertiser, all that good stuff, we just cut it out. And we take all that money that would be spent on that, we take that and put it back into research and development. So we're constantly revamping our products, making them better, trying new things, and always taking feedback from our customers, which I love. And I've been in Arbonne, like I said, for about a year and a half, and I've seen us redo our protein, redo our Digestion Plus, which is a prebiotic, and I've seen us redo these products because they want the best results. They want you to feel great, so they're always revamping that. And so with Arbonne, it's a virtual franchise. So just like my favorite analogy to this is Subway. I don't know why, but I'm sticking to it. It's just like if you were to open up a Subway down the road and you hire your employees, but instead of when you're hiring your employees at Subway, you're like, okay, we're going to pay you $8 an hour. And then after working a year, you can get a 50-cent raise. And then maybe after you've been here for 10 years, you can make $10, whatever. But with Arbonne Network Marketing Company, anybody that you bring into your team, or like in Subway, it would be your employees, but with Arbonne, we're a team. Anybody that you bring into your team has the same possibility as making the same exact money as the person that brings them in. So that's kind of the pre-existing notion that people feel like, that it kind of makes like a pyramid, like the person that brings them in and all these little workers at the bottom. When it's really not like that. Arbonne is a rectangle where everybody starts as a consultant, and we have 4 levels of success that everybody can get to. And just to show an example, my mom is at the same level as me, and I brought her into the business. So we're both area manager levels, which is the second level in Arbonne, and we're making the same paycheck. So I'm not feeding off of her success at all, and there's actually things put in place so that you can't do that in Arbonne. You can't just like mooch off somebody while you lay back and let them work for you. Like, that's not how it works at all. It's definitely an effort-based business. So it really takes the whole pyramid scheme out of the question, because there's no scheme, no scam. It's an effort-based business. And we've also, like Rachel said, we've been around for 40 years. So this is something that has withstood the pressure of time. And we've gone through the ups and downs of the economy and stayed here, and it's been 40 years. So I think if we were doing something illegal or wrong, it would have been gone by now. So that just kind of shows like the legitimacy of our company, as well as we work with companies like Mercedes-Benz, Tiffany & Co., and TerraCycle. Like if you look on like a bottle of Febreze, they partner with TerraCycle too. So all of these big companies that we pair with, if we were not a legitimate company, or if we were some scheme or scam, they would not want to partner with us. So I just wanted to throw that out there. And yeah, so that's basically it on the network marketing side. Brian, did you want me to talk about the levels of success, or did you want to talk on it? It's whatever you want to do.
I can do it.
Okay, perfect.
So, so Maddie, like she said, she's at the second level of Arbonne. So in Arbonne, there's 4 levels of success. So district manager, that's where I'm headed right now. This is where you are making money that can replace groceries, kids' recreation activities, buying an extra pair of shoes every month, whatever that extra money you want to you need in your budget, or you just want in your budget, that's where you're going to get this money. And it's just basically you're sharing products with people that you love and being able to pay off your groceries, which is amazing. And usually we teach people to reach this in their first 1 to 3 months within the business. And then Maddie's level, area manager, this is what we call the comma paycheck. So this is where you're making that 4-figure income monthly. This can pay your mortgage, your car payment, and then this level is where it really shows how much Arbonne cares about our family and about us. As an area manager, your business is now willable. So you can write in your will that you would like your business to go to your husband, your children, your mom. The income can even go to a charity or anything like that. So Arbonne really does care about our family. If there anything were to be happening to you, your residual income will go to your family, and they can decide whether to continue to build the business or not, which is so amazing. And then the next level is my favorite level. The third of 4 levels is regional vice president. This is where you earn your Mercedes-Benz. So Arbonne literally gives you $800 in your paycheck every month to go towards whatever Mercedes-Benz you would like of your choice. This is replacement income. So you get the $800, sorry, Zoom is like sending me stuff. You get the $800 bonus every month on top of a bonus that you can earn on top of your regular income. So that regular income is replacement income. This is where you are working 15 hours a week and making a full-time income, which is so amazing. And most people are able to reach this within 3 years. So really that's like no time at all. I remember 3 years ago and I feel like it was literally yesterday. So this is really amazing and really achievable. I know several people who own that Mercedes-Benz, so that's amazing. And then the fourth level, the top level of Arbonne is called National Vice President. Arbonne increases your Mercedes-Benz bonus to $1,000, so you can get a bigger Mercedes, or you can use that extra money to go towards gas or insurance or whatever you would like. But that $1,000 is for your Mercedes. And then the average income is about $21,000 a month, which I don't know many people that make that much money a month. So that's amazing. But it just really shows like how many companies pay you this much to work part-time, less than part-time really. You know, I had a part-time job and I was working that more than I was working my Arbonne business. So that's really amazing. And a lot of people, I feel like this is like an unachievable, think that this is an unachievable level. I was actually live on my Instagram today with my friend Alex, who just became a national vice president with Arbonne. So this is something that's super achievable. We all know someone who is a national vice president in Arbonne. So this is not just like play money. This is like real, legit income. So yeah, but I can transition it to either one of you. If you want to say anything before we go, I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thanks, Maddie, for jumping on with us, and thanks everyone else for supporting Rachel and jumping in and watching.
I just want to say thank you to everybody for joining, and anyone that's watching later. Hopefully you guys learned something, and reach out to me if you are interested in the business or our products. I just would love to share how good I felt with all of you. So thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.